Hello, and thank you so much for taking the time to actually watch my video. This video is going to be about something that I believe is a fundamental reason why people seem to be held back, or they hold their self back. I'm going to talk about excuses and about why um, we seem to give ourselves these excuses on a daily basis to not take and make positive decisions. Yeah. Now, I'm going to talk about what I've done in my life to try and move my life forward in every direction, not just financial, but in my life as a person as a whole. And this is what you need to do. Yeah. With life, where every day, in my eyes, we're being challenged. Something is happening to us. Something is causing us an obstacle. There's always something that seems to be coming into our life and challenging us, and basically causing us. I can't think of another word other than grief. Yeah, these are problems. Now, it's how we face our problems. It's how we try and resolve our problems. It's how we look at these problems in the first place, in my eyes, that actually defines who we are. Yeah. So many people, a problem will come their way and we'll try and evade it. We'll move away from it. We won't deal with it. Or what a lot of people will do, and I've done this in the past, we start um, making excuses for our own misfortune, if you like. Yeah, we need to become better than this. We need to take it on board that we're adults and that we can um, solve our problems, and more importantly, stop making excuses for ourselves at the start. Because I've done this in my life, I still do it now from time to time. If your day don't go right, something happens to you, or it's very easy to blame somebody else. It's very easy to, perhaps blame other people in your family. It might be that something's happened and you're trying to divert your worries and your anxieties to somebody else. I know I've done this myself, so I don't want you to think that I'm perfect, because I'm not. This video is to try and make you aware of the mistakes that a lot of people make, and some of these mistakes, when we make them, we don't then try and make things better after. We kind of let this thing that's causing us upset carry on. We need to look at our problem head on, understand what our problem is, look to how it can be best solved, and do what we need to do. We need to do what we need to do and stop making excuses for ourselves for not taking action. It might be that you've not got a lot of money and that you need more money. What action are you taking to get more money? Are you going online looking for jobs? Are you looking to improve your situation? Or are you just sitting indoors moaning about your life and about how you want it to be better, but making no real effort to make it change? You see, I've done this in the past. If you've seen my other videos, you'll know that I suffer with OCD, and sometimes my OCD does get me down, and I kind of let it come over me, and it's almost like a reason in my mind for not taking action. Sometimes it's easier to not take action because it's easier to do nothing. But this is the trouble with us. This is the problem. We need to push ourselves to try and overcome whatever it is in our life. Whatever it is in our life. I mean, just recently, just yesterday, I've had trouble with my boiler in my house. My boiler's all gone wrong, and I've had a man round. He's told me I've got a quote for it, and it's going to cost me another £300. And it's, to me, if you're trying to pay your bills, you're trying to do this and you're trying to do that. That obviously, when it happened, immediately in my mind was, it was like, oh, just something else has gone wrong. Do you know what I mean? Something else that I've now got to sort out. but it's how you tackle it. It's how you look at that problem. Yeah. What I done was obviously immediately when it happened to me, I was annoyed because I knew straight away it was going to cost me money. But my wife said to me, she said to me, look, it's happened. We've got to sort it out. I made a few phone calls. I've got a guy come round. He's given me an estimate and he's doing the work tomorrow. Now, I could have let that really, it did. I ain't gonna lie. When it first happened, it really, you know, it's more money. But at the end of the day, it's how you tackle it. It's how you make, it's how you find a way to solve that problem. Because now in my mind, that problem has gone away. Yeah. If I'd have not sorted it and obviously let it go on to the next day, then it would have carried on. Yeah. So we need to tackle our problems head on. We need to deal with it. Yeah. You need to deal with these things that are causing you anxiety. And you need to stop making these excuses for not taking action. Yeah. If you know you have to do something and you're putting it off and you're blaming somebody else and you're telling them, yeah, you're kind of diverting your worries and your fears to somebody else, on someone else. Look at what you're doing. Is this an adult thing to do? It's not. If we are adults, if we are responsible people, if you're aiming to become this, unique person, this person that you want to be, you need to start dealing with your problems head on. Whether you've got, like me, whether you've got some sort of illness which you have to deal with and get help with, whether it's your job, whether it's money, whatever it is, if you hide your head in the sand, yeah, you ain't never going to move forward. You've got to start moving forward. You've got to start dealing with these problems in your life, telling yourself that they're not massive. These problems that you've got, they're not massive. They're only as big as you allow your mind to make them, yeah? And start taking action to deal with your current situation. And then your life will improve, yeah? Because everybody, you will always in your life have problems to actually deal with. It was ironic yesterday because I was sitting there when my boiler obviously all went wrong, and it did. It really put me on a downer when it first happened because I knew it was going to be grief. And my son was in the room, and he's only 17, and he's almost like he's got the mind of a 25-year-old. He's very adult, my son, for his age. And he come down, and he knew I hadn't been feeling that great lately. I've been worrying about different things, my OCD, and I'm trying to move myself forward and different things. And he said to me, he was almost enlightening because he said to me, he said, Dad, he said to me, he said, it's just a boiler. He said, it don't matter. He said, just get it fixed. And when he said it to me, I said to him, you should come on some of my videos because he was very inspiring for me. He took me from being like obviously worried, concerned about the money, and obviously I've now got to find this money for me boiler, and he went to me, Dad, he went, it don't matter. And he actually reminded me as well, which was even more um, enlightening, if you like. He said to me, he said, Dad, you're not ill. He said everything's all right. And he reminded me about his friend. He's got a very good friend, and their parents. Well, the mum, she's got terminal cancer. And he said to me, he said, both you and mum are all right, Dad. You know what I mean? Both you and mum are all right. This is nothing. And it's true, yeah? So you need to perhaps, like he said to me, perhaps remind yourself, when you get these problems and you start making excuses and you start, thinking of, reasons for not doing things and perhaps blowing things out of proportion, perhaps we need to start putting things in perspective. Perhaps we need to start looking at other people around us who are less fortunate. Yeah, I know I honestly do try and do this sometimes. I do actually when I've had times, bad times with my OCD, and things have really almost overwhelmed, or they've basically overwhelmed me. Um, my wife, she often says to me, Cole, yes, you've got this thought, you're worrying, but it will go. It ain't the end of the world. There's people a lot worse off than what we are. And this is what I think we need to remind ourselves of. We need to, take responsibility for our actions, take responsibility for our life, take responsibility for the direction we're heading in. It's difficult. It's like even me now with my YouTube channel, I'm doing personal development, and I've had people say to me, you're not qualified. You're not qualified to talk about this subject. You're not qualified to try and help people. And to me, I don't understand that, because all I'm doing is on my videos of trying to share my life experiences and talk about things that have obviously upset me, and talk about how I've tried to deal with these obviously things that have happened in my life. And after all, that's what personal development is. Personal development is just about helping people to try and make the most of their life. And that's all I try and do in any of my videos. I don't make people watch them. I just try and help with any issues that I feel that I can help with. Yeah. I said to someone, this guy recently, I said, just because I haven't been and spent £5,000-6,000 on a life coaching course, don't mean that I don't know a lot about it, because I do. I've read loads of books on it. I've read loads of loads of articles on it. I've watched hours of people that talk about it on YouTube, because I'm trying to improve myself. And I just think this is important. I just think it's an important subject. It's something which I really, and it's something I enjoy doing. The thought of being able to help someone. Where's the negative in that? I've digressed a bit, but this video, about making excuses, we just need to, if you could adopt my attitude towards life, if you could be a little bit, I ain't saying be like me, I'm saying try and adopt some of these strategies, try and think in a positive way, even when everything around you is negative. And I know it's difficult, but if you can try and at least guide yourself in a positive direction and set yourself goals every day to move in that direction, then hopefully your life will change for the positive. It's like me today. I've had a bit of a thing at work. Things ain't been going that great lately, and I'm looking at other ways. I'm looking at other ways of earning money, and it's concerning me a little bit, if you like. Obviously, I need to earn money. I've got bills to pay, but there's two things I could do. I could let it overrun me. I could let it overtake me, and obviously fall. Or I could look at it. Well, do you know what? I've been in situations before when I've managed to get out of them. Yeah, I've not made excuses for actually why I can't get out of them. We can resolve our problems. We need to just make a decision to actually take action and do it. Take action and do it. Because if we do this, your life, my life, your life, it can only improve. If you choose to remain in the situation you are, and you choose to not take action, right, very soon you'll become a victim almost of your environment. It could be got bills coming in, it could be got the wrong people around you. Whatever it is, if you don't change it, your life is going to remain the same. Or it could go the other way. And I'm not being negative, I'm just being realistic. I hope this has helped you. I hope it's making you think more about your situation, your current situation, and it's given you some direction as to how you've got to start thinking, because that's where that's where the changes happen. If the changes can happen in your mind, if you can make the conscious decision to change in your mind and move forward in your mind, well, guess what? Your body will follow. Yeah, the activities, they will all happen. Things will start to change, and things will start to get better in your life. You need to start making the change, and you need to start making the change today. Thanks for watching my video. I hope it's really helped you. Please like, and if you're interested in knowing more about personal development, please subscribe to my channel. I ain't saying that I'm the best at it. I'm not. I'm very open, but I do try and help people. That is the genuine reason why I'm doing YouTube. Yeah, is to try and help people in their life. If you've got OCD or depression, if you suffered with that, I've got videos about that because I've had, you know, it really has in times of my life, really has brought me down. Yeah, please like, please subscribe, please share, and I really appreciate if you leave a comment or ask me any questions and give me a thumbs up. But I really appreciate it if you subscribe. I'm trying to build my channel on YouTube. Thank you so much.